Hi, this is going to be a short video today on how to log into Illuminate and go find an assessment for entering student scores. The first thing I have to do is put in my username and password. Your username is going to be your district ID number, and your password is going to be, if you've never been into Illuminate before, your password probably is the first 5 letters of your last name followed by your birth month. So the first 5 letters of your last name, all in caps, I should have said caps, followed by your birth month. And if your birth month is February, it would be 2 and not 02. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And once I get logged into Illuminate, I'm going to go to Assessments, List Assessments. I'm going to make sure that there's nothing tagged up on top here. In fact, I can hit Clear and search just to make sure that there's nothing there. And I'm going to type in KSEP for our kindergarten assessment, and it automatically, I didn't have to hit return or anything. I just typed KSEP and it automatically does a search. Go ahead and find the KSEP. And now I'm in the KSEP assessment, and all the way down at the bottom here's the materials, and this is the actual assessment. I'm going to click on it and it downloads it. I'm going to open it up. Let me bring it over here on the screen so you can see it. And here's the KSEP assessment, and this is what we're going to be entering into Illuminate, all of these rubrics here. So let me just say a couple of words about KSEP. The first portion of it, which is the demographics, in Illuminate, you'll only find A, you'll find item B, C, D, E, and F. These others, it says in here you don't need to enter and Illuminate. We already have this information on the students. The other thing I've put in here are the codes that you will use in Illuminate. So in this one, if the child attended preschool, how long? If it's yes but unknown, you would put a U. If it's yes but the time is 0 to 6 months, you can enter a 0. If it's yes and the length of time was 7 to 12 months, you could put a 7. And yes, if it was 1+ years, you could put a 1. The number in parentheses, or the code in parentheses, is what you're going to enter into Illuminate. So you would not enter yes in Illuminate here. If it's yes but the time, the length of time is unknown, you're just going to enter a U. The same thing here. If a child attended preschool, what type? If it's unknown, you're going to put a U in Illuminate. If it's a state preschool, you're going to put an S. Don't type state or anything else. So we need to put these codes that are in here. For the rest of the assessment, when we get down to the actual questions, it's a rubric, a 1 to 4 rubric that you can enter. So here is the assessment. You can download that. You can save this to your computer. Let me close that. And that's found down here in Materials. So at this point, you're probably going to want to enter responses. So I'm going to go to Responses. I'm going to go to Enter Edit. Now, if you're going in as a teacher, you're probably not going to see the site. Because I'm going in at district level, I'm going to have to enter a site here. And you probably won't have to enter a teacher, because as a teacher, when you go in, this is probably all you're going to see. So let me go ahead and get a kindergarten course. And let me find students. Okay, now that it's found my students, I'm ready to enter the data for the questions A through F, and then questions 1 through 13 from the KSEP. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can either enter the data student by student, or you can enter all students for one column. It just depends how you want to do it. You can enter responses by column, you can enter responses by student. If I pick the student, I can, so for this single student, I can enter all of their scores at one time. Just going down these and entering the codes. Then go to the next student. So that's student by student. The other way you can do it is enter by column. I'm going to click enter by column. And what this will allow me to do is take all the responses for one column and enter those for all the students all at once. So I can pick my column, and then I could enter for all students. I could just go right down the line, just tabbing down, and enter the data for all students for that one column. So there's two ways to do it, whichever way you want. Doesn't make any difference. If you ever wanted to go back and edit or change a value, you could always go back into responses and the new enter edit and edit responses.